Mm. Know what time it is? Hey, 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 giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, and away we go. I got a podcast booming on stereo. Sit back, relax, come on and grab some snacks, because you know I'm about to do something else. Hey, and as always, we just gonna stop when we can't go no more. Hey, that was short, but it was quick. But we back. Okay, okay. Woo! I'm kind of out of breath because I'm out of breath. As you can see, I'm in Shiza, a festive mood. I'm in a very festive mood. Um, it's the holidays, and I love this time because it doesn't just symbolize. I love this time because of what it symbolizes as far as family. Um, oh my gosh, hold on, because okay, I'm back. So I love this time of of the year because of just what it symbolizes. As far as it's a good time that most people are off. You can spend time with your family. Um, and yeah, you know what I mean? Like every year, my family, if you have Christmas customs or holiday customs, whatever Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, you name it, anything. We, my family, we have a Christmas custom that I love, which is the Christmas cipher. I took a break, but we back in action, baby. We live now that Miss Beverly then got older. I had to pass the torch on to somebody that was even more qualified and that could get the job done. Um, Jam, if you're out there, I can't wait to see what we produce. And I look forward to some greatness this year. But yeah, we do a Christmas cipher every year. Each family typically does some, is if you want to. But we get together, we do like gingerbread houses, whatever. One year we did like a newlywed couples game, which was really fun. And I think, maybe it's time for some new customs. I'm not quite certain. Actually, let me pull y'all up a little bit. This is my girl Audrey right here. She right here. Other people have trees. I have a Monterosa. I know I rolled my R. Mind your business. But I got a Monterosa plant. Alien. That's my festive. It's decorated. There's some lights. There you go. Because ain't no tree. But I did make this. If you want to buy this, it is not for sale. Will I make another one? No. But there are people on Etsy that have them. You know, sure. The whole purpose of this channel is for you to be inspired. Okay, get out there. Go ahead. Do a little DIY. Get your Martha Stewart on. Ooh, that's twangy. What are we drinking this time? It ain't sparkling water. Anyway, um, before we get into anything, as as always, giving glory and honor to God to all things, because to Him all glory and honor and praise is due. Because without Him, there would be no Miss Bubbly, there would be no podcast room, there would be no sliding down a pole for Jesus. Mind your business. Don't worry about how I slide down a pole for Jesus. It. Moving on. So This last week, you may have noticed that Saturday there was not a podcast release, and I just want to address all the rumors. Yes, I was hacked. I was hacked. I was hacked by a lazy bug. Okay. No, what happened was my period came on, and the girlies that get it, get it. The girls that don't. I mean, the men, yes, it's a podcast for everyone. But at the same time, like my period came on. I don't feel like doing nothing. But we back in action. We back in action. And I've tried period draws. Okay, so y'all tell me how y'all feel about the period underwear. Okay? Because I don't know. I can see why the women are wearing diapers now. Okay? Men, mind your business, first of all. Okay? It's a thing for us. Yeah, it's not like you are going to be around us around that time really much anyway. Maybe not. Who knows? But I hope y'all didn't hear me burp. Get it? Okay, y'all remember hit on with the flex, hit on with the flex, buddy boys. Nobody. I know I'm not the only one. Like I said, this podcast is a podcast created by the attention deficit for the attention deficit. But anyway, just was curious how y'all felt about that. What I was talking about earlier before I start talking about the flex. Rewind it because I don't remember what I was talking about. So rewind it, go back, and deposit those votes into the comments down below. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to dial it back down on a weird a little bit because this fizzy juice it's kind of fitting. But anyway, how was you all's past weekend? Did you do something cool? I know I did. I went out with a couple of my sorors. Went to this day party. I don't know if you guys are into the Divine Nine. This past week was the Alpha Phi Alphas, their Founders Day. They were the first Black fraternity that was incorporated by African Americans and created. And I'm not gonna do a whole lot of history because I don't want to say something wrong, and then people be jumping down my road, and it's like, chill, relax. I'm sorry, but shout out to the Ice Cold Brothers, Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated. Happy Founders Day, happy belated Founders Day. I don't know, I'm just a girl. Yeah, I'm just a girl. But anyway, moving right along with the train of moving right along with the train of randomness. Um, really quickly, if you have a hard time pronouncing your R's, something that I've noticed works for me is if you smile while pronouncing those R's. Okay, so like Rachel, Richard, Richard, Richard. There's a difference. Sometimes if you just smile, you'll pronounce your words better. That's just a little known tism fact of the day from Jasmine. Not Miss Bubba, but Jasmine. That one. But but anyway, back to what I was talking about. Like, so their event was at the house. There's this place in Durham, North Carolina, called the House. And it's a pretty lively joint for the most part, depending on what time of the week or what day of the week you go. I remember when I was younger, maybe like 26, 27, I would go there for karaoke. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's where I met, this young man. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to talk about this, but I said I would. But let me just say this, men, if you ever invite a woman out on a date, Can you make sure that you got money to cover said date? Because the assumption is that you're paying for the first one. I'm just going ahead and say it. You're going to at least pay for the first one. Because you want to set that stage. You want to set that standard, right? At least I thought so. Because what happened is, I know I was craving some pho. Some pho, fo, fee, fo, fum. Whatever. I was craving some. And it was cold and it was kind of wet. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And he was like, okay, cool, mommy, let's do that. And I was like, bad, poppy. So, yeah. And what ended up happening was that when we got there, he drives a nice car and all these type of things. And the first night we went out, his car kind of sort of first car declined because I guess he said it was locked. So I really was not thinking of anything. Matter of fact, I really was not thinking of anything when his car declined the first time. But then when he pulled out a second card and that card declined at the register, baby, clock that. Clock that. Because the cashier was looking at me. And she did one of these. And I did one of these. And she did one of these. And I did one of these. Here, I'm going to pay for it. It's okay. And he was like, oh, okay, I can Venmo you cash. Want me to cash app you? I looked at her. She looked at me. I said, no, you don't have to do that. It's fine. Because if you should have been doing that anyway, when you saw my fingers moving, if you were going to do that already. You know what I mean? You ain't got, either way, you ain't got a lie to kick it, my nigga. You ain't got a lie to kick it. You ain't got a lie to kick it. If that was the case, we could have went Dutch. You could have got you an appetizer, and I could have got my brisket fry. You mean? Fuck you mean? Get out of here. Like, either way, sorry earlier. I thought I had heard something. So I had to check my phone and make sure ain't nobody messaged me. That's why I got real quiet. Because my window was kind of up. Anyway, I was hoping I could find like a green little hairpiece for this session. I'm not gonna lie, Christmas isn't here yet. So be on the lookout for another Christmas special outfit because I'm trying to find a green wig. Anyway, yeah. So after we done paying it, he did bless me. He did bless me with a little something. It wasn't monetary, but in my family, we country, so we take bartering. So I was like, all right, that cool. I ain't even gonna trip. It may not be yeah, I'm not going to discuss the gift that was given. It's the gift that was given. And, I look fly in it. Let's just say that. Thank you, Poppy. Mm-hmm. But anyway, keep moving forward. Just at the same time, one of the things that I'm curious about as far as like with dating, because it did pose a greater question for me. So I'm someone, and this may be provocative, and I'm gonna share it with y'all because I don't care. I'm at the age where I'm dating, and if I'm working a room, I'm working a room. I talk to you, your brother, your uncle, and your daddy. So I'm at that age now, and I don't really expect too much of commitment or loyalty until we kind of we actually connect, and then we start like maybe I got your number and one of your homeboys numbers. That's for y'all to decide on what y'all want to do, but I'm gonna message both of you, and that's my mindset at least. And as far as like with my friends as well, like It depends on the level though, because if you really like a man and like I kind of sort of see that, but if a guy approached me first and I see he talking to somebody else, you know, at the end of the day, if he like me, he like me. If he like you, he like you. And that's all it is. It's about who he approached first, I guess, in my opinion, because that's just how I feel. But at the same time, like I know everybody's different, and I was like, I wasn't sure if that made me a girl squirrel or not. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't, I'm sorry. You don't feel like I'm about to take nobody man because that's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. But I just feel like don't limit yourself. If you're open to dating, be open to dating, not just one person until you realize, okay, I like you. But in my book, may the odds be ever in your favor. Okay, so that's just me. Okay, so speaking of may the odds be ever in your favor, have y'all seen this new season of Ultimatum? Can we just not prance around the subject here? But the whole hall pass episode, uh, the whole fact that 4 people left. Ultimatum, what is y'all doing over there? What is y'all doing? How are y'all letting these people bypass? This is about worse than Married at First Sight. The people y'all letting on. You know what y'all sign. The people are supposed to be signing up for. I know you can't contractually. I don't think you can really hold people that are uncomfortable in a situation. But at the same time, I think that their casting should do a much better job to make sure that we as viewers are getting what we need. But at the same time, it does lead me to another caveat. How much as a viewer do we want to see someone's life derailed on social, like on TV, on a reality TV show? Because I feel like that's a little barbaric at the same time. If you think about it, I feel like watching TV shows like this or reality TV shows like this is the equivalent of ancient Roman times where they would watch, like gladiators fight to the death. Maybe not. It's a little I don't know. Maybe a little drastic, but I am dramatic. Also, I think I'm just kind of sort of at a place in my life where I'm realizing that I don't like when I don't like reality TV show villains. I'm always identifying at least one. Yeah, I don't know. Like before I didn't really care too much about reality TV shows, but I think now that I'm getting a little bit more older, I'm settled in, I'm in the house a little bit more. Um I and I don't have as much chaos in my own life. I'm I like the controlled settings of a reality TV show. Because these are things that are not going on in my personal life, but things that I can watch from afar safely and let it unfold and be a spectator of and not a participator. So I guess that is also kind of why I feel like, you know, I'm on both sides of the fence when it comes to reality TV shows being kind of, too much at times. But at the same time, we all know that Love is Blind left a lot to our imagination, so a little bit too little. So it's a fine line. So yeah, I haven't finished watching the season of Ultimatum, so I look forward to it. I'm gonna come back and let y'all know. That's why I'm not really saying too much about it because I'm still learning the cat's name. So like Scott, first of all, my personal opinion, something wrong with Scott. Something wrong with Scott. Allegedly. He's just giving me like Ramsey's vibes from the Love is Blind, and like he's a little bit controlling. It's just something about him. Like, why you mad at the girl because she ate? She's mad because she's hungry. Like, why you mad about that? Like, come on now, do better. And when you do better, you know better, so you can choose better. And is it just me? But did that girl with the dark hair that's with JR, what's her name? Sandy? I thought Sandy was Jessie from Love is Blind. I said, didn't she have a baby? Why is she not talking about her daughter? That's just what I thought, because I thought it was the same person. Also, this lash just straight across my eyelid is really irking me. It ain't no bend into it. It's just on my eyelid. On my eyelid. Weird. But I try to fix it, but it's still anyway. Who else? Who else? I don't know. That's really, those are really the two that have stood out to me. JR, Sandy, Scott, and I think he's with Aria, whatever her name is. I'm not quite certain. Um, those are the two that stood out. The two couples that stood out the most to me. Also on Netflix, I watched the Jamie Foxx special. Not too much on me because I cried. It was very spiritual and religious at the same time, and I appreciate how he gave God his glory and his due, his honor for just giving him another chance. And if you've been a follower of Jamie Foxx for a while, because I like Jamie Foxx, you know that he's always had like a spiritual type of component to his music, or religious component as well, because I think nowadays people just say spiritual, and I didn't know that meant just like sage that, and like the universe and stuff like that. I'm a God girly, and like I've expressed, so I would say I'm like a spiritual religious person, but a religious spiritual person more so. And so with Jamie Foxx, he was just talking about how like he was given that grace, and I, even though I know some people are posting a whole lot of clips and are ruining it, stick around if you are old school Jamie Foxx fan of like, I wanna be your tennis ball. I wanna be your tennis ball. You can smack me up against the wall. Hit me one time. Mm. Hit me two times. Mm. Hit me two times, three times. Hit the infinity. If you're a fan of old school Jamie, he's like a performative, like stand-up comedian. I That's how he is. And if you got that, you got that. But if not, look up Jamie Foxx, Serena Williams, tennis ball. It was the ESPN Sports Awards, and he did an ode to Serena Williams. And that boy is a beast on the piano and with the comedy at the same time. So that's his style of comedy. But this time it was a lot more serious, and I cried. Like I said, I cried. So I was like, I don't know if I could really call it a comedy special, but at the same time, I did laugh. And I think with any good comedian, they're able to take you through those emotions, but at the same time, still make you laugh while you got tears in your eyes. And that is a true comedian right there. If you can make me laugh in the midst of me sobbing, get out my face. Go on, you play too much. You play 2D much, okay? Um, but outside of that, um, y'all, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna just be back. Cause I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't really got nothing else to say. So I'm gonna dip. I'm about to go downstairs, make me some spring rolls. I made some pork belly. Got me some king oyster mushrooms. So I'm gonna slice those thinly and do a little panko breadcrumbing with a little bit of rice flour and tempura flour, what have you, and flash fry those. And yeah, make me some spring rolls. That's about it. But stick around, stay tuned. We got more content coming back. Hopefully soon. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me and rocking with me. Please share this. Please share it. Like it. Even if you aren't a podcast person, I know most of the people in my life aren't podcast people, but honestly, at the same time, if it doesn't if it does not fit your platform, then of course there's no reason for you to share this information or share this podcast, because you'd be like, I don't know, this girl a little too ratchet, blue hair, like big red lips. I don't want that. But if you support a real nigga and you cool with this content being on your page, go ahead and share that. Come on, be a part of the Foamy gang. Come on, officially Miss, officially girl. I don't know! Exclamation, question mark,